Hello, ladies and gentle guardians, and welcome to another episode of Fireteam Icarus, a Dungeons & Destiny podcast. Dungeons & Destiny, made by Valve Fan Games, is a reimagining of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition to 5th Destiny setting. This is a homebrew campaign that takes place in an alternate storyline and blends both fantasy and Destiny elements. Valve Fan Games and Fireteam Icarus are not affiliated in any way with Bungie. We just love D&D and Destiny, and we do this for fun. If you like what you see here today and want to support the channel, please give us a follow. We go live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST. And previous episodes are uploaded to Spotify, podcast, and YouTube on Monday, so you can get caught up on what's been happening. Come join our Discord, where you can meet some of our awesome community members and chat with the cast of Fireteam Icarus. What's up, Nick? How you doing?
Hi, I'm one of the cast.
Hi, Nick. We love you.
Nick.
You do that just as my brother's watching someone play Mario Galaxy on the TV.
Last we left off, Bjorn died. Anyways.
What?
I'm kidding.
What?
I'm
sorry.
Yeah, you missed the private session.
That's just an inside joke between the cast, because Vesper's host finally got off contest mode and we got a chance to play it, and then I died every single fucking time.
It wasn't every single time.
It was every single time.
It was
Okay,
not.
every other time.
Every of the time.
Every of
But wait, you're
Or
not
until
Bjorn.
college.
Davon is Bjorn.
For until college.
Every time we transitioned from red room to blue room, Devon would just barrel right through the in-between room, setting off every single trip mine. And I would either get blown up or die to
Slowed and
radiation
radiated.
because I'm stuck in a web mine because an Atrax puppet is eating my ass. Anyways.
Oh, don't act like you don't like it.
I didn't.
Oh, Felix, can you? I'm gonna shut up.
Go ahead.
No.
Yeah,
I
go
don't want
ahead.
to die tonight. I'm not
We're
dying
all
tonight.
Go ahead. Say it.
You'll get that conversation from me later.
Say it.
No, I can't. I can't ruin your things in front of people, in front of your audience, because that's not fair to you. I'm gonna let them continue to not know your secrets.
Secrets? What secrets?
I mean, is she really any different than Rolk? All right,
Listen,
then.
this has nothing to do with me being a monster fucker, okay?
I'm gonna need you to make a hear me out cake, and it's gonna be great. And if you don't know what that is, I'll explain it to you later.
It's okay, Nick. Everything's fine. We're Persephonals sometimes.
Never.
Never.
Persephonals.
Last we left off, Fireteam Dual Eclipse arrived in New Reese at last. After a Praxic Order gate guard tried to stop them, Mateo stepped in and helped the party pass through the gates without any issue. They began exploring the bazaar while they waited for Valkyra, their escort, to be done with their Vanguard meeting. They searched for any clues as to Eris, where Eris might be, even asked the gunsmith, who told them that no one has seen Eris in a while, but she has an apprentice who owns an apothecary nearby. Bjorn, a player character from the last campaign, owns this shop, and after earning his trust, Bjorn explained that no one has seen Eris because she has been stuck in the Feywild for the past 6 months. He has sought the aid of the Vanguard multiple times, but with no luck. God damn it. The fire team quickly learned that the Praxic Order might be more involved and corrupt than initially thought. Bjorn has been trying to earn enough glimmer to purchase a scroll of plane shift, but the business has been extremely slow, earning a little over a third of the amount needed for the scroll. The party offered to help in earning this scroll by entering into a Crucible event called Headhunt, a Battle Royale style Crucible match. The party now has 3 days of downtime to mentally prepare themselves for this event.
Well, downtime.
So, is there anything you guys would like to do in New Reese before leaving?
I think I'm good.
I'm probably waiting like outside the city for everyone to be done. So
Okay. As night falls over the city of New Reese, you all make your way outside of its walls into the surrounding forest. Onan,
yeah,
would you like to describe your home and where everyone is going?
I will. It's a well, you know the log cabins. When you guys enter, it's a small kitchen. Like, oh jeez. Yeah. Small kitchen. To your left looks like a door towards what you can presume to be a bathroom. Door is currently closed. To your right, as you enter the front door, is another door that you would assume goes to a closet.
Ah, but you'd be a fool to think that.
Yes. Yes, because it actually leads downstairs.
Oh, who would have thought? Magic stairs.
Magic stairs. After
Basement.
exiting the... I was going to continue.
Oh, go ahead.
After exiting the kitchen leads to the living room. And at the west wall leads to two different, I would say, bedrooms. And downstairs is a mess because it's a workshop.
Yeah.
It's got materials littered everywhere. It's not a big place, but it is a place.
Okay. As you all settle in for the evening, is there anything anybody would like to do before Eepin?
I'm gonna have Draven start manifesting a few items before bed, just to make sure we can do it.
Okay. To put everybody in context, what are you manifesting exactly?
Currently it would be metal sheets and the beginning part needed for a small flat engine.
Okay.
And you're doing this all downstairs, right?
Yes. I'm gonna be putting together adult Legos.
Adult Legos.
Mm-hmm. Would be the plan.
Okay. So, you all rest for the evening. Who's taking first watch? Or if there is even any watch?
I'd like to say something. Sure, we're all in Ronan's house, but Nightingale has an agenda of his own. Couldn't sleep. All I could think about was the task I wanted to perform at hand, which is gather some information while I'm alone. At my best, I should say. So during the night, I would like to not exactly sneak out, but sneak out, basically.
Not sneak out of the house, but sneak out of the house.
Pretty much. You got it. See, this guy gets it.
I'm still gonna have you make a stealth check.
That's perfectly fine. Alright, let us see what we can do. Oop, that is Quicksilver, not me. That is a 25.
Who is on watch right now? If there is anybody.
It's probably Ronan, honestly.
Make a perception check.
Okay. As I'm probably sitting out the front door. I don't see
Sitting out
shit.
I was gonna say, if he's sitting outside of the front door, I'm just walking out the front door. So if he's
then
really chilling there, there's no need for him to roll. He just
then
I'm just like,
you see Nightingale clear as day, walking out the front door.
What are you doing up?
couldn't sleep. Went to grab some fresh air.
You're planning something, aren't you?
I don't know yet.
Just don't get into too much trouble.
That's the plan. I'm just gonna saunter off.
Okay. We will come back to you in a moment. Because
Absolutely.
there is actually an order of operations of how I want to present these stories.
All right.
Okay. So for Ronan, the remainder of your watch goes very uneventful. About maybe 4 or so hours pass before your watch ends. Who would you like to pass the watch on to?
Probably the person I usually pass the watch on to, Rune. If she wants to take a watch.
Yeah. Let everybody else get all their sleep.
Has Nightingale got home by the time I'm going to bed?
Nope.
Nope. I'd probably let her know that Nightingale is off somewhere.
Fair.
So, as Roden heads to sleep. Rune, you take your watch, keeping an eye on the restful party. Doing some menial tasks and programming Glimmer to construct whatever you are constructing.
Yeah.
Your mind begins to drift. The realization of where you are hits you. You are a stone's throw away from New Reese. Walking distance from the same people who ordered a bounty on your sisters. What thoughts go through your head?
Ooh. I'm concerned because one of our party members is just out in the woods, because that's not dangerous. But knowing what we have discovered about the Vanguard, I think there's a little bit of a guilt for being just immediately so harshly judgmental against people that my sister once called friends and may still be able to call friends after we do what we need to get done. But also a little bit of fear, because if I get caught, then I can't help my friends. Then I can't figure out what I am meant to do here and why everything bad has happened to me so far. Because everything has been bad since May got attacked. Because shortly after that, the light corruption and just learning that my ghost knows more than he lets on and won't tell me, the manifestation of a new mark on my hand, new abilities from some device that we don't know if it's good or bad yet. It helps, but maybe we can make it a good thing. I don't know. And then I need coffee because now I'm stressed.
I'm going to ask everybody for a moment to please mute your mics.
Okay.
Except Rune. Your train of thought is suddenly interrupted by a low-pitched, raspy voice.
Where it is, need to find it.
Can I see where the voice is coming from?
You can make an investigation check.
Okay. Alright. Oh, I had cookies sitting over my dice. That doesn't help me. Investigation. Hey, I'm good at those. 16.
It's not difficult, but you look out of the corner of your eye of where the sound is coming from, and you see your rucksack of holding moving and twitching around. The zipper wide open, and poking out of it, is what looks to be a tail and two legs with sharp toenails.
How far is my bag from me?
Maybe like 5-7 feet away.
I'm gonna slowly, quietly draw the sword. And I'm just gonna slide it underneath the handles of the bag and like shake it.
You pick up the bag. You're shaking it while it's upside down.
Just shaking it. Not turning it upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not dumping everything on the floor. Because that's a mess that I don't want to deal with.
That's fair.
Just like enough to like jar the bag a little bit.
You shake the bag and you hear a panic. And poking out of the bag is this small creature with wings, large ears, 2 little horns, and these big, wide orange eyes. And it seems to be wearing some kind of baggy hoodie.
Can I help you? And I'm just gonna turn the sword towards him.
Sword. I need sword.
It's mine. You can't have it.
Trade?
No.
Trade for sword?
Why do you want it?
I can't tell. Pincus can't tell.
Sure you can. No one's here to stop you.
Oh.
It's gonna try to grapple the sword away from you.
Okay. We're gonna make a lot of noise. They're not very strong.
Let me see.
I don't think they're very strong, to be fair. Oh. Fine.
$19 on the die.
Oh. I rolled an 18, so it's fine.
This small creature leaps and grabs the sword out of your hands and begins running outside the cabin.
Shit, no. I'm gonna go after him.
Okay. You try to go after this creature. You dash through the forest, your breath quickening as you chase this elusive imp. The trees blurring past you. Its swift movements almost mocking, always just out of reach. You round the sharp corner following the creature behind a large rock, but as you turn, you suddenly collide with something solid. The force of the impact jolts you and you nearly stumble, but a firm hand grasps your shoulder and steadying you. Are you all right?
I'm gonna smack the hands away from me. I'm fine. Do I see the imp anywhere?
Nope. A deep, velvety voice asks you if you are all right. You blink your gaze, slowly adjusting and traveling upward, staring at his polished black boots, his dark pants, leading your eyes to a partially open crimson shirt, teasing a glimpse of his sculpted chest with this very intricate tattoo on it. Black leather coat falls to his knees around his and around his neck, an ancient amulet glints in the soft forest light. When you finally reach his face, you see a chiseled jaw, a smirk that dances on his lips, and eyes that burn with a impossibly dark molten red. His jet black hair falling messily to one side, adding to the mysterious pull of his presence.
And I don't see the imp, like.
Nope.
You wouldn't happen to see pretty much a flying little rat go through here? Is something of mine?
Flying rat, no. But I believe you might be referring to this. With a fluid motion, man reaches into his coat and, as if by magic, pulls out a sword that was stolen by the imp. Gleaming crimson blade catches the light as he offers it to you with a playful smirk tugging on his lips.
Snatch it away, sheath it really quick. It's not polite to have your creatures steal things from other people. I am gloveless, by the way, because I was working.
Gotcha.
So it's very much visible.
He does stare at your hand for a moment.
To get in my pocket.
Interesting tattoos.
I could say the same. Gonna turn to start walking away because now I'm talking to strange people in the woods. This is dangerous.
What might your name be?
I don't believe that's any of your business. I'm gonna summon Draven with the mech.
Okay. Draven seems unresponsive as you try to summon him.
You filthy rat. I'm gonna keep walking.
Come now. I'd returned your sword. I must at least know your name.
You don't deserve anything. So, thanks, I suppose. And I'm gonna take another step forward. But I am hyper aware of if he moves.
Okay. I would tell you my name, but I believe your ghosts might know more. Might know that information.
I never said I was a guardian.
No, you didn't.
How's it you know that fact?
You don't hear a response back.
If I look over my shoulder, is he still standing there?
Nope, no longer there.
Draven, are you done being a coward?
Oh, shit, hang on. Fuck, where's voice mode? Yes, I am.
So you were just going to let me possibly die?
He wouldn't have
Honestly.
harmed you.
Who is he? And why does he
That.
know you?
That is Lord Tyr.
And- Same one you spoke to. So, the creature you spoke to, that was the same one who just stole my sword? The one you tried to claim you were watching TV while I was sleeping?
He insisted that he wanted to see you.
Why me?
Because you were somebody important in his life.
I don't suppose I get to know that fact yet? Is that another I can't tell you because you're not ready?
It's more like, I can't tell you because he doesn't want you to know yet. He wants to tell you himself.
That's some bullshit. It's not fair to keep my information.
It's not by his choice.
Oh more people under other people's control and power. That's fucking bullshit. And I'm gonna start walking through the woods. Stupid rat stealing my weapon.
It was given back to you, just making that clear.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm aware. Stupid rat still stealing my weapon. Bastard.
Couple hours pass as you see Nightingale return.
Probably sitting in the kitchen. Probably haven't moved. Still holding the same cup of coffee or tea as when I got back from my jaunt through the woods because stupid people. It's like full dissociative thought. It's like tea's cold. It's not hot anymore. It's cold.
Mm-hmm. Nightingale.
Yeah.
You return from your journey and see Rune sitting in the kitchen with a cup of coffee that is now cold in her hands.
Yeah. Really walk in and stand there for a minute trying to gather my thoughts. Just observing Rune. I don't know if she would even... Because you said that she's like being dissociative, just like staring off into space or something.
More like staring at the cup of coffee. My bag is tucked firmly between my feet, by the way.
Your what is? What now?
My bag is set in between my feet instead of where we left them. Takes a little rat decides to come back, snoop through my shit.
I don't think Ryan was paying attention during that.
I was attentively listening because Nikki messaged me. She asked me, "You gonna kill him?" I'm over here seething with hatred. I'm gonna fucking kill him. Little rat.
I was prepared. I was prepared to drop the like dark smoke, my little grenade to like get away from him. Like the second he stepped towards me, I was gonna drop it on myself and walk away.
That's fair.
I'm just like, no, you know what? He told me to be quiet. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. Just be careful, Squiddy. Just imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot.
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
Do we have the actual like image that we decided on?
I don't think so.
I
You
think we
might
did.
have it.
I think we decided.
You might
Hang
have
on,
it.
I'll find it. I'll find it while
Bro
Ryan
is
is deciding what he...
definitely in Sasuke era clothes right now. All I'm gonna say.
No.
Yeah.
Why did you post a gif of Narnia?
Because it looks like a closet, but turns out it's stairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand now.
Not like I have to sort through a million fucking pictures, and I have to just figure out if it's. I have to figure out if it's in our Discord DMs or in like actual text message form. That's where things get funky. Is I don't remember where we sent what. Hey, look, there's your goose.
It's a lot of titties.
Oh.
It's a
Well,
goose.
I mean, I already know that.
Crap.
As for what's happening, I'll wait until Nikki is.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
You're fine. I can talk and look.
Yeah. Nightingale is just kind of approaches without saying too much to begin with, but after just quietly observing the fact that Rune is completely spaced out, but not normally in the angry way she is, just completely out of body, out of mind.
Are you on Discord?
Yeah.
It's the yes, yeah, that's that one. I was like, is either that one or the one below? It's that one. You can put it in the last slide if you want
Get a
to.
good
Okay.
look at this dude.
You can put it in the last slide if you want to.
Ryan's gonna kill him.
Probably.
He can certainly try.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's hot.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright, so after just quietly observing Rune, Nightingale is going to speak up and say, "You know it helps if you drink it, right?"
That was the original intention. So I got lost in my thoughts.
Yeah.
Good to see you're back in one piece.
Maybe. No, I was never in one piece to begin with.
Fair. We're all a little bit broken.
Yeah. Oh,
Where did you go?
We'll get back to that.
hang on. I'll say, did Ronan not tell you?
You just said you went somewhere.
You didn't even tell me.
No.
All you told them was you were going for a stroll.
Said I needed some fresh air. I couldn't sleep. But
Fair. At least you got your fresh air willingly.
yeah, I guess. But if you really want to know, I'm not much for words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the bounty of the Cardinal and lay it in front of her.
You're hunting.
Something like that. What?
I heard a weird noise.
Oh, that was me. I dropped my stylus on my desk.
Oh.
I can't. Silly object you're playing with feelings.
I have one too. It's just a different color. They're fidget toys.
That's great. It's like
Yeah.
a Chinese finger trap, only you don't stick your finger. Oop.
Probably shouldn't stick anything in this hole. It might hurt.
Oh,
That's some
what
drunk
up?
ass fun.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis. Pencil dick.
Can I know why you're hunting them? Or are you also going to have things that you can't tell people because someone told you not to?
Nobody told me not to say anything. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm still doing this. It's not necessarily because I'm on a hunt. Maybe I'm searching for something I left in the past. Can't explain.
Is it worth finding? Is it worth finding, though?
Like I said, I don't know yet.
Fair. At least you have a glimpse of something in your past.
Notebook.
Actually, I do have something from my past of my past.
Oh, the ghost of my ghost.
Sure, I'm hunting for something in my past, but that's only in my past as a guardian. Maybe I think if I can accomplish this, I can accomplish finding out what this really is. I don't think... Have I ever showed you? I don't recall.
You have showed me nothing.
This. And I'm going to pull out the locket from underneath all the layers of clothing to reveal this almost heart-shaped locket. It's a gold locket.
Did you make that face for Felix?
Hmm?
You made a face. What did
No,
you, did you
it
pinch
was-
your lip? Did you pinch your lip?
No, it's something else. It's fine. I'll tell you later. It's fine.
You can tell me now. I have DMs.
Nah, it's fine. It's keep doing what you're doing.
I have DMs. I can read them and talk. I promise.
It's fine. I'll tell you later afterwards.
Okay. You have a necklace. Interesting.
It's enchanted. I can't unlock it. I've considered destroying it, but I'm afraid to destroy whatever's on the inside of it.
Can't pick the lock.
No. It can only be opened with whatever key was with it. I woke up with it in my hands. The only reason it didn't rot away with my body is because, like I said, it's enchanted.
Interesting.
And I pulled it very close to my chest because when I was first risen, I wanted to figure out what it was. But then I came across the person who found me. She taught me
Nice.
everything I know. Well,
Probably should have taught you how to shoot better, to be fair.
yeah. She didn't tell me how to craft my gun. But it is from
Well,
her.
You've missed with more than your fair.
I'm a better shot in the ring anyway.
Guess we'll find that out in a couple days.
Yeah. We will, won't we? Now, are you gonna tell me all about why you're in this current state of mind?
Lost in thought?
About? Or are you also gonna hold your tongue?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Or if it's one of these things where I'm not allowed to tell people because I was told not to.
I feel like you're taking this a little too well. What exactly have you been pondering?
My life of sorts. I ran in, had an unfortunate meeting with a flying creature who stole my sword, left the cabin. I went after him, ran into somebody who apparently knows me and knows Draven, but I don't get to know why. Because I'm not allowed to know because people say no. Oh no, I'm a little puppet. I can't speak unless I'm told to. Bullshit.
At first I thought you were talking about Draven, but then you mentioned how he knew Draven.
Yeah, he said he would tell me his name, but my ghost already knew that, and then he just disappeared. Could have been hallucinating for all I fucking know.
No, you're too smart for that.
Smart does not mean lack of hallucination. Stress causes hallucinations.
And what have you been stressed about lately?
I'm a rock's throw away from people who may want to kill me. What is there not to stress about, Nightingale?
Well,
I'm a rock's throw away from people who tried to murder my sister. What is there not to stress about? You guys are going into a fighting ring to save people we don't know, which is what we should do. I don't even know if that's a safe bet. You guys could, thankfully, all of you will be together if things go fucking weirdly. Which is why I'm working on encrypting our comms even further, so only we have access to them, so we'll have lines of communication the entire time you guys are fighting.
you don't like being put on the sidelines, do you?
No, I don't. I really fucking don't. But I can't fight because if I do, they're going to want to kill me. And then you were all wrapped up in it, and that's not fair to you guys.
Oh. Life ain't fair, is it?
It's more fair to some.
We play the cards we're given.
Fortunately, it's dealt a very
I don't know. Well, certainly be public. You're definitely probably the most powerful one of us all in terms of this little group.
sheer dumb luck. Sheer dumb.
It is not. And I'll
It
tell you
is.
why.
Do you think I have any idea of what these powers can do?
I'm not
You're fucking
talking
lucky.
about your powers. You are insanely brilliant. Look at what you can accomplish.
Oh look, I can make shiny toys.
To you, they seem like toys, but to the rest of us, they're mechanical marvels. The fact that you haven't already profited on this is just because you're living from a society that wants to kill you.
To be fair, Ronan could probably create the same things that I have. It's not scientific genius. I worked with technology.
How can you explain genius to a genius? But to an idiot, anything can be a genius.
Oh, so you're calling yourself an idiot. Good job.
I'm saying... it takes... others to know and appreciate what you have to share.
We'll see.
After all, that's why you're tinkering with the comms, isn't it?
It's
You
more
don't
for
have
your
to.
safety than... No, but safety is a big issue in a city that may want to kill anybody. but breathing the wrong way.
See, that's the thing. When you and I first met, I shot at you a couple times.
So did everyone else.
My point being, and here you are now. With a scumbag like me. A ex-Vanguard, I guess.
I don't think
If
he
he
was
ever
a
was
Vanguard.
part of the
I
Vanguard.
don't think he was.
And
And-
a bounty hunter who could probably kill us all while we're sleeping. And there's me, the biggest, like I said, scumbag, pretender, performer.
Actor.
Yeah.
Not like that card didn't get drawn, it's fine. Ah, Nightingale's the fool. We'll see how it all goes.
I suppose. For the time being, if you're hallucinating and whatnot, you should probably go get some rest.
I just woke up.
Did she just wake up? No.
That's the problem, is it's not from exhaustion if I was hallucinating.
Then I don't think it's what's in your tea, because you don't look like you've touched it. Whatever it is. Draven's being awfully quiet.
He knows I'm irritated. This is not the first time I'm irritated with him, though it's not always necessarily his fault. He did give me the name, though, so I can't be too angry. More than he's given me so far. But I don't know how they found me, to be fair. Because the creature knew what he was looking for. He was looking for my sword in particular.
Well, you have a questionable past. Who knows what's beyond it? Even before you were a guardian.
Hope I wasn't a real shitty person, and this is somebody who's out to kill me. That would really suck.
If they were out to kill you, they might have already done it with the way that you're talking. You said you were already lured out alone, right? He could have killed you then and there.
Raven says he won't hurt me, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Looked like he could have.
Well.
I mean, he was taller than all of you. I don't know.
I guess you'll just have to keep your eyes peeled. No more hallucinating. I'll say, as giving her a slight wink.
No promises there. You
Aye.
should probably go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some rest. For real, this time.
Fair. Good night.
Good night.
I will probably
Alright,
be
nice.
here or in the workshop. Working. So does it look different?
A little
No. A little bit. What did he do to my sword? That rat!
Oh no.
Mr. DM,
bit. Yep.
I have a question for you that I'm gonna DM you, but because it's not important.
Okay.
More of a hindsight thought for Rune as Nightingale goes to bed.
Okay. I'll answer Nick, yeah. So. Ronan,
What's up?
As the morning light shines through the canopy of the trees and into your home, you feel a sense of refuge, being back home after so long. How do you prepare for the day?
How he'd normally prepare for a day at home. Make himself some tea and a little bit of breakfast. And then probably head down to the workshop to clean or work on things as he usually does.
As you are preparing your breakfast and pouring yourself some morning tea, you look down at your hands and notice something off. Your skin seems less pale than it usually does. What is that? Oh. It's magnets.
Nikki having fun with magnets.
Wrong pole. It went the other way.
Upon noticing that his skin is less pale than normal, he would go to the bathroom to check in the mirror to see if it's more than just the hands.
As you see your reflection, you immediately notice the usual pale pigmentation of your skin is no longer there, but instead has become a slightly darker beige.
Having fun, Nikki?
You didn't even see a fall that time. Your camera froze, and then suddenly it wasn't there anymore.
Yeah. I see that he's pretty much tanning, as he doesn't usually tan. He's not going. Ronan's gonna think to himself, interesting, and then go back to finish making his breakfast.
You are no longer Shadar Kai.
What?
You just said fuck your race.
Apparently, what?
Just letting you know, you are no longer, as of this moment, Shadar Kai. You are just a regular elf.
I'm so sorry.
Nikki,
Well-
what the fuck have you done?
Caused mayhem for everybody.
I caused my own mayhem from being alive.
Okay.
It wasn't my fault.
You feel as if as you go throughout your morning ritual, you can't help but get the sense that something has been taken away from you.
He's already been thinking for the past day or so about this. Today is a day he figures out what the heck is going on. So, after doing a little bit of cleaning downstairs, he would head What do you... What?
Oh, I just thought of something horrible.
What?
Hang on. Well, I don't think it's appropriate to say it out loud. I'm a say it in the last light.
You're gross.
No, that's me. That's so bad. That's so bad.
No. That is so bad. I'm gonna kill
love
Ryan.
all of you.
I'm gonna kill Ryan.
But Felix said it first.
No, I'm gonna kill Ryan for what he commented.
Now you understand why I didn't say it.
Yes.
Okay.
You've been hit by. You've been struck by.
This is one of those paid
smooth architect. Smooth architect.
All right. What did you say you were doing, Ronan?
Cleaning up the workshop a little bit because it's probably still a mess from his last time he was home. And after doing, I'd say about an hour's worth of cleaning, he would actually head to New Reese to go visit a library. He's got some research he needs to figure out.
Passing through the gates of New Reese, you make your way to the archives. Yeah, you can't say it when you're eating.
I'm also being nice and muting my mic.
That's fair. A large brick circular building with a glass dome on top. Some of the exteriors showing some of the wear over the years, with scorch marks and vegetation growing along its sides. Making your way inside, you see standing at the front counter is a feminine warlock, who seems to be stacking books onto a cart as you walk in. She stops for a moment, looking at you.
Oh, welcome to the archives. How may I help you?
Looking for books on beings with white masks would be the closest thing I can think of to say.
Beings with white masks.
You can make a history check if you want to try to be as descriptive as possible. See if you can be as descriptive as possible.
Oh boy, this might not end well, depending on what I roll. I'm not proficient in history. History is not my thing. I don't know shit. I got a 7.
You try your best. It's not hard DC. You try your best to describe what you saw. And the warlock says,
Perhaps you can look in the mythology section.
All right, can you point me in the direction it is then?
Of course.
she points to the direction. And
Would you like me to take you there?
No, that's fine.
you make your way to the mythology section of the archive. You walk between these aisles of towering bookshelves section is almost overwhelming, but you manage to stay focused on your task. You can make an investigation check to see if you can find any books relating to the subject that you are trying to ascertain.
This I am proficient in. 18.
So far you find one book that is titled The Threads of Fate. This book talks almost hypothetically about these invisible threads that all creatures are connected to. And when a thread is cut, that signals the end of someone's life. And it also talks about talks very vaguely about these, this race of elves that are named Shadar Kai that adhere to this, I don't know what you would call it. What's the word I'm looking for?
What's a synonym of the word?
This way of life. This way of seeing life. Ideology. Thank you.
I was trying to think of what it was and couldn't.
Some people might call that a cult.
If you're
I
calling
think
my
we'll still deal with ideology.
yeah.
But that is all that is really said about this book.
Well, seem to have a little bit more to go on. Are there any books specifically on Elven? I don't want to say gods because that seems a little more like metagaming.
You're welcome to make another investigation check to see what you find.
Sure. That will be 21.
You find another book. Takes a little longer to find, but you find another book that I couldn't think of a title for this one, but it talks about specifically elves and the different I don't know if you would say species or
subspecies would be the best.
of elves. Eventually it does talk about Shadar Kai specifically. It is a race, a subspecies of elves who dwell within a plane of existence called the Shadowfell, similar to the Ascendant Realm. Talks about what they look like, describing them as extremely pale with dark hair. However, when they are within the Shadowfell, their true age is revealed. It goes on to talk about their inherent powers and how they were gifted their powers by some sort of deity called the Raven Queen. But that is all that is said.
Lovely. When you described what they look like, Ronan's like thinking, shit. Yeah. At this point, like, he's carrying both these books in his arms as he finds a third book that more relates to the Raven Queen herself, if there is one.
Make one last investigation check.
That would be a 24.
You held that right on the head.
I needed a 24 or lower or higher.
Yep.
Damn.
The final book you find is called The Matron of Ravens. Talks about a goddess of fate, life, and death who resides in the Shadowfell. While it doesn't say much about their origins, it does talk about her servants and the threads of light, or the threads of fate the previous book talks about.
So pretty much it's talking about some of the stuff the other two books have already mentioned.
It's going into a little more detail about the Raven Queen and how when the Raven Queen needs when something or someone upsets the Raven Queen, upset's not the right word, but basically when the Raven Queen is pissed off, she sends a champion in her name.
Oh no.
Nightingale.
No. Yes.
As you lay awake at night, we're going back a bit to last night.
Woo. Time skip.
Well, not really time skip, time reverse.
Reverse.
Rewind rounds.
Rewind rounds.
Yeah.
The image of that wanted poster within the Vanguard HQ has not left your mind. The realization of someone from your past still around keeps you up at night, feeling restless. During the night, you decide to sneak off, heading back into New Reese. As you approach, the dark clouds hanging above the sky begins to drizzle. The sound of rain hitting the ground and the smell of petrichor gives you a sense of, petrichor, a sense of calm as you approach the gates.
They gave me a smile. Thank you, Felix. Yeah, with that, I'll probably prepare mentally for whomever might be at this gate to greet me.
Okay. Stepping up to the gates, you still see two legionaries, but instead of a Titan standing between them, it's a warlock who wears this elegant armor with gold and silver highlights. They don't seem to have any weapon in their hand, but they instead have an auto rifle slung on their back. As you step forward, the warlock holds up their hand, holding with the other hand behind their back. ID, please.
Name, Silver J, ID H-206636.
You must be new to New Reese.
Indeed. I am.
Proceed.
Thank you kindly.
think I will do just that. Proceed
Okay.
forward into New Reefs.
Proceeding past the front gates, you make your way into the bazaar. The shop's still open for the time being, but on the verge of closing for the night. But your goal is set. Finding clues on where to find the Cardinal.
Am I aware of a curfew?
There is not a curfew per se, but it is recommended that it is recommended that people are not out on the streets after a certain time. While it is not a hard, strict rule, that recommendation is still there.
Okay.
Give me like 2 minutes.
You're good. That'll give me enough time to go use the restroom. Intermission.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm back.
All right. So, what do you do?
All right. Seeing as how I figured the Praxic Order might have like some suggestive orders set in place for people not being outskirts at night, but seeing as how it's raining and it's starting to get a little bit on the cold side, the first thought is maybe I'll have a drink to warm up. Might get some information there too, so if there is an open bar anywhere or anything of the sort, that's probably where I'd be headed first.
Yeah. There is a tavern nearby.
All right.
Not too busy right now, since it is a weekday. But you do see some patrons and some people working at the bar.
Okay. Upon walking in, getting a general look of this guy, is there anything in the bazaar that may or may not tell me that, how do you say, like a symbol on the wall to tell me if this person would be a good insider?
Make a investigation check.
All right. A 15.
From your history of bounty hunting and knowing what to look for when seeking information, you see a symbol on the outside of this tavern that gives you an idea that this is a good place for information if you need, if you are looking for someone or something.
All right. Yeah, all right then. I'm gonna go ahead and approach the bar and probably take a seat.
What can I get you?
Give me a... Give me a shot of whiskey and a piece of your time. I say as I put down a cube of 20 on the counter.
Grabs a glass, takes the glimmer first, grabs a glass, pours a little bit of whiskey, and stays around.
I'm looking for a red bird, about 2 weeks here. Heard anything?
He looks around. I heard that she's been mostly targeting Vanguard warehouses. Might want to look over in the warehouse district.
Any clue why?
From what I hear, she's stealing supplies. Take care of some people.
I'm going to slide another 10 across the counter and say, what supplies for whom?
Clothes, food, sometimes weapons. Don't know for who.
A lot or a little?
Whatever she can carry. Or rather, whatever they can carry.
I see. How about the order?
What do you mean?
The Praxic order.
What about him?
I'm assuming they They might know all this too.
Fortunately, some of us are not as closely knitted with the Praxic Order as others.
I'll drink to that. I'll say as I throw back the whiskey shot. Know where she is now.
If I were you, I'd be heading to the warehouse district. Perfect night for a raid, if they were planning one.
And, Alright then. Thank you for a moment of your time. And keep your ear close to the ground. I say as I slide another 20 and walk out to wherever this warehouse district may be.
Okay. As the rain pours down the streets, the warehouse district of New Reese becomes more desolate and foreboding. The rhythmic drumming of heavy droplets on metal rooftops and the slick pavement echoes through the empty streets, drowning out any other sound. Few security lights that remain flickering cast distorted beams of light refracted by the rainfall, creating shifting patterns on the ground. Brick walls on the warehouses are soaked, their rough surfaces glistening under the rain, and small streams of water run down from their rooftops, pulling on the uneven cobblestone. Cargo containers glisten with the downpour, their metal surfaces streaked with grime and rainwater, while puddles form in the deep grooves between the tracks and the loading bays. Visibility is poor, with sheets of rain obscuring the distant silhouettes of cargo ships docked at the bays, their massive forms barely visible through the haze. The sound of rain muffles everything, turning the district into a world of water and darkness, where the only movements is the occasional ripple in a puddle or the faint sway of overhead cables in the wind. Footsteps would be swallowed by the sound, perfect for those looking to sneak unseen under the cover of night and storm. You're welcome to make a perception or investigation check.
Let's go with perception. That is a 22.
Through the heavy downpour, your eyes catch a fleeting movement. A dark figure silhouetted against the stormy sky, standing on top one of the towering warehouses. The rain blurs their outline, but you can make out enough to recognize them. This figure is crouched low, their cloak fluttering slightly in the wind, blending with the shadows of the rooftop. They seem unaware that they've been spotted by you. Focus on something below as they scan the quiet streets. The rain beats down on them, but they remain still, like a predator waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Lightning flashes in the distance momentarily until illuminating the figure, confirming it's the one you've been searching for. The dim light reflects off something metallic on their back, possibly a weapon or gear, glinting briefly before the darkness swallows them up again. They are perched in the perfect position to watch over the warehouse district, almost as if they knew this would be their time to move. You watched as they quickly disappear into the shadows.
I will proceed to follow as quietly as I can. About this time, adrenaline is probably just surging through me, and I'm trying my best not to screw up. So I'm not really going to do anything drastic. I'm just going to observe and watch quietly, as quietly as I can.
Make a stealth check.
All right. That's a 19.
You move cautiously between these warehouses, watching as this figure leaps from rooftop to rooftop, eventually stopping at one warehouse in particular, opening a skylight above and slipping in.
Okay. Is this warehouse heavily guarded for what we've seen?
No. Doesn't seem like
No.
it does have a lot of... It doesn't seem like it has security.
Okay. I'll wait for some time, and then if I don't see any movement or hear anything, I'm gonna end up following her.
Okay. After a moment or two, you move cautiously, stepping lightly to avoid the creaks and groans of the wooden floor. Steady drumming of rain against the floor above helps mask your approach, but you're careful all the same. The dimly lit warehouse feels more oppressive with the stacks of crates towering above you, casting deep shadows that seem to shift with every step. The figure remains focused on one crate, unaware of your presence, their hands moving quickly as they stuff more items into their satchel. You manage to slip between the rows of crates, closing the distance, your heart pounding in your chest as you navigate through the maze of shadows. A faint glow from the distance, from a distant corner, reveals more of the figure. Frayed edges of their cloak, the sheen of dampness in their clothes, the rifle slung on their back, and the tension of in their posture. You can hear their shallow breathing, sense of urgency as they work, completely absorbed in their task.
I'm going to, I have a clear line of sight of this person, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull out Providence and very quietly take aim at them. Not quite shooting at them, but just watching.
They eventually cease their task in stuffing these clothes into their satchel as they zip it up and turn around and see you. And they immediately stop in their tracks. Your firearm drawn onto them as they slowly raise their hands.
Heavy packing for somebody all alone.
see their head sort of tilt.
Songbird? Is that you?
Looks like we're both seeing ghosts.
What are you doing here?
I'd like to ask you that same question.
I'm working.
Is that right?
Now, why are you here?
I saw somebody suspicious hopping in the warehouse and thought I'd check it out like the good Samaritan I am.
Good old goody two-shoes. But listen, I don't want to hurt you.
The reason I haven't shot you yet. You're packing on way too many extra pounds, and I intend to find out why. What's with the reeds?
How about you put down the gun? We can talk.
I feel much safer this way. Thank you very much.
Suddenly, a beam of light suddenly floods the warehouse from above, piercing through the dim space like a blade. You both freeze as Jay's eyes widen as the unmistakable hum of a city security ship grows louder, hovering just outside. Spotlight scans the room, sweeping over the crates and finally landing on top of the two of you. A voice booms over the ship's loudspeaker. You there, stay where you are.
Do you want to sit here and talk, or do you want to get out of here?
I'm going to kind of gesture with my head to her to dodge before purposely missing a shot, as if she provoked me. Better start running, because I just saw a thief.
If they see you here too, you're also getting arrested.
Not quite.
See if you can keep up.
And I will quote unquote run after her.
Okay. Jay urges you as they begin to run along between weaving and dodging between the crates, leading down a staircase to the lower level. The sound of footsteps from above and the humming of ships overhead tells you there's no time to lose. You're going to enter a skill challenge.
Woo, challenge.
Jay leads you through this underground passageway before emerging outside of the warehouse. As the city security ship hovers overhead, the spotlight continues sweeping over the alleys and the rooftops. I need you to make either a acrobatics or stealth check.
Stealth it is. That is a 24.
Nice. Let me roll for Jay. I need my dice. Animal dice or obsidian dice?
Ooh, obsidian.
Animal.
Animal. I got 2 answers there.
Animal.
Go with what Nikki said. Nikki is Nikki.
Nikki
They're
knows
blessed by
best.
the ducks. They're blessed by the ducks. They're either gonna do real good for you, Ryan, or real bad.
Real bad for me or real good for him?
Mm-hmm. Well, real bad for you is real good for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're entering a skill check.
Oh,
Skill
well, yeah,
challenge.
it's Jay. We're not worried about it. We're not worried about that one.
Well, let's see. Where the heck? Okay, there we go. Okay. You managed to use the shadows and cover provided by the city's uneven streets and structures to evade the spotlight. As you and Jay dash out of the rain-soaked warehouse district and onto the main part of New Reese, the narrow alleys between buildings seems to blur past you. Ahead, the path through the city's streets is blocked by more Guardian security forces, forcing both of you to look up towards the rooftops. Jay climbs quickly up a ladder, with you following closely behind, as she begins to leap from building to building, dodging searchlights and navigating the slick, perilous heights. You can either make a acrobatics or athletics check.
Do acrobatics. Ten.
You rolled a 10?
I rolled a 10. A 6 plus 4.
Leaping from one building to another, your foot slips on on the edge of this of a slick building as you begin falling. How do you save yourself from this?
Hmm. That's a great question. Is it possible to...
No, I'm just kidding. Yes. What's up?
Wow, okay. Yeah, okay. Let's see. So I'm just on like a regular rooftop, right?
Yep.
And I'm falling off of it?
Your feet doesn't manage to catch on. Well, it does land on it, but then your foot slips as you begin to tumble backwards off the ledge of this rooftop.
Alright. I am... The best way to describe what happens, I guess, while I'm falling off, is it possible to grab my dagger on hand?
Yeah.
Okay. In the process of grabbing my dagger... Hang on, I need to ask a very important question to Nikki and DMs.
I get secret knowledge.
It's not secret, necessarily. Can I do
Yes.
that? I can? Okay,
It is an
so-
action. It's an action.
Mhm.
If whatever you're doing requires you to make an action, you cannot.
Mhm. Well, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. So, bless you.
Thank you.
What I want to ask you is, during me grabbing my dagger, in this panic moment, could I accidentally, quote unquote, cast guidance of myself?
Well, I mean, you can cast guidance on yourself on purpose.
Well, I don't know I have these abilities, what I'm saying.
Remember, he's still learning his cantrips.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you can.
So, in the process of me casting this, I will take my dagger and slam it into this roof or building as hard as I can to at least prevent me from falling down entirely. And allowing me to add a d4 to that ability check. My goodness, that was an awful 10. I'll take another 4 on top of that. How's a 14 for that ability check? That's not
That
10.
makes it.
I'll take it.
You managed to catch yourself on the ledge of this building before climbing back up, and continuing to chase after Jay. You have failed one ability check. You have succeeded on a second. Oh boy. Or skill check, rather. Skill challenge. Jesus. For the next few moments, the city becomes a blur of rapid jumps and sudden dashes. Each rooftop you land on shakes underfoot, and the wind buffets with every leap. Glancing over your shoulder, you can see the security ship's spotlight sweeping across the warehouse district, searching for any signs of you, of both of you. You manage to slip under the cover of darkness. You descend into an alleyway using your double jump to break your fall. And after looking down both sides, Jay continues to run forward, speaking over her shoulder, saying, "There's a well in the center of town that leads down to a dried up aquifer. See if you can keep up, Songbird."
Wait, now just hold on a minute. We were interrupted.
She's continuing. She's running.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on running.
Okay.
She ain't gonna sit still, neither am I.
You blend into the shadowy streets of New Reese. The towering buildings of the city loom, casting darkened alleys in shadow. And the sound of distant Vanguard security patrols echo in the rain-soaked streets. Your destination is a dried-up aquifer beneath the city, accessible through an old disguised well in the town square. It's your ticket out, but first you need to reach it without drawing attention. You need to make a stealth check, please.
All right. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. You crouch low as you and Jay slip between the alleyways, moving from cover to cover as you near the center of town. The rain helps muffle your footstep, but also makes it harder to spot the approaching patrols in the foggy, dim-lit streets. You dart behind an abandoned vendor stall, barely avoiding a searchlight of a ship that flies overhead. But up ahead, you see the town square, now almost deserted. However, a pair of patrolling guardians stand by a lamppost near the well, chatting lazily, but their weapons slung over their shoulders. Between you and them are scattered piles of cargo crates, providing just enough cover for you to make your way undetected. You are careful. You can make a stealth or acrobatics check.
Stuff. As a 14.
You silently weave between the obstacles using the rain and darkness to your advantage. As you reach the edge of the well, the guards show no signs of having noticed you. One last glance over your shoulder, you slip over the edge, disappearing into the ancient worn stone shaft that leads into the depths of the aquifer.
Shut up, Mickey. All right. It's at this point that I would audibly draw Providence at Jay as I click the hammer back. It's time to stop running.
I don't think this is a fight that you won't, Songbird.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I'm not as vulnerable as I once was before.
You see as these twisting green ethereal strands wrap around her fingers and down her forearm.
Oh. It's true. But that doesn't explain why you still are packing on some extra. Salvage. What are you doing?
How about we walk and talk?
You didn't play nice back then, why should I trust you now?
You're the one with the gun.
Well, I know. Persuade me. I say as I will put the hammer back, but keep Providence in my hand. Not necessarily aiming it at her, but just keeping it at the ready.
You remember that nice little town
Where we fought off some of the fallen?
No. Where you caused commotion. Nearly got everybody killed. I remember that.
I did do that, didn't I? It's not something I'm necessarily proud of. But for the past few years, I've been helping the nice folks of Ram's Horn. Say, they established themselves as a settlement. The Vanguard
Rams
seems to
home.
have forgotten that there are other settlements out there besides New Reese. So I've been stealing what I can and bringing it back to Ramshorn.
You put on a good show, Robin Hood. Well, is this where you're going?
Once we're out of here, yeah.
How far is this place?
Northern Africa.
So that was also true.
Sure was.
Jay leads you through this dimly lit underground water system. Through these twisting and turning caverns, as if she has been here before. Finally, after what feels like hours of intense navigation, you see a faint glimmer of moonlight filtering through the small gap at the far end of the tunnel. The night air is cool and crisp, and the rain is still falling in heavy sheets as it trickles into the aquifer. Both quicken your pace, clambering towards the exit, squeezing through the narrow gap in the stone and what leads outside. You emerge into the stormy night, soaked once more by the unrelenting rain. Sky above is hidden by dark clouds, and the world beyond is the city walls is shrouded in mist and shadows. The forest looms before you. She continues walking into the woods. After what feels like another hour trotting through the mud and weaving between trees, you finally see it. Faint outline of a small ship obscured beneath a thick layer of branches and a green tarp. Let me change up the music real quick. It's well hidden, tucked between the trees in a small clearing, barely visible in the stormy night. Tarp is soaked and sagging under the weight of the rain, but it's done its job, keeping the ship out of sight from any prying eyes above. Jay quickly moves forward, pulling aside the branches and tugging at the drenched tarp, revealing a sleek and worn metallic surface of the ship beneath. A brazen spark jump ship.
I'll cut right to the chase, Songbird. After I spared your ghost and left that town, I was lost. I lost 3 most important things to me. My light, my ghost, and you. I thought I would never see you again. And after wandering through the streets, through that desert, reflecting on everything I did wrong, something spoke to me. A soft, gentle voice offering redemption. It guided me to a ship that had crash landed in the desert. Fixed her up and went to an underground cave somewhere high up in the mountains, like the voice told me to. And that's where I found it. Crux of darkness floating in the middle of a frozen wasteland. Like it was waiting for me. And it gave me this power. She lifts her hand once more as you see the green needle form in her hand. And thread-like energy swirls around her fingertips and down her forearm. It told me it was called Strand. Physical energy that connects all living beings in the universe. After inheriting this power, it gave me one last task. To find someone who defied their threads of fate and sever it, as it were. In exchange, they would give me my light back and my ghost.
Getting your light back. Getting your ghost back.
My other question's more important.
I have many beliefs in my time. But that is just sounds downright stupid. That being said, you've caught my interest. This voice. I heard something like it too. It didn't give me the same power. Matter of fact, I don't know what it is just yet. But maybe you're more important than you need to be.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I didn't know if I was gonna kill you on the spot or not. But the minute you started pulling out clues for something that didn't seem like it fit you, well, let's just say I was a little curious.
I did some things that I'm now very proud of.
That's two of us.
And I tend to set things straight.
Well,
I'm glad you didn't take a shot at me when you had the opportunity.
I was still debating on it. No. If I'm being honest, I forgot the reason I'm chasing you to begin with.
Well, I better get out of here before you remember.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm gonna end up staying here. What do I tell the Vanguard?
Not sure.
You're gonna leave me to deal with the downfall as always?
I'm sure you can figure it out. You managed
Yeah.
to find me.
Oh. There's one thing I didn't learn from you, it's how to clean up.
I'm sorry for how I treated you before, Songbird.
I'm sorry, it's not too late. But consider that bullet I didn't put between your eyes. That's my forgiveness. Better
Do
go
hope
on
we
now.
see each other again. And if you're ever in my neck of the woods, stop by.
We'll see.
Jay opens the cockpit of the of the Brazen Spark ship, enters it, and with a whir of the engines, the ship comes to life and eventually takes off to the south.
Alright, with that, I am going to find my way to... Not necessarily... Would it be Vanguard HQ? A Vanguard outpost, somewhere nearby.
Okay.
And then make a report.
You're ratting her out?
Not quite.
Okay.
I'm covering my own back. Because if they see two suspicious people down there, what of it? But if I willingly go and say I was pursuing a suspicious person and it turned out to be this bounty hunter, or not, I'm the bounty hunter, it turned out to be this bounty, then I would say I pursued until I lost contact. Now I report here empty-handed.
Okay. They give you 25K for the information, but it's not necessarily information that would lead to an arrest. Unless you tell them exactly where they're going.
Like I said, I lost them. Don't know where they're going, don't know where they went.
Okay.
I just pursued them down this path, and I will mark down like a sneak path where the Vanguard wasn't able to find. Not necessarily leading to the well, just between the buildings and stuff.
Okay.
It's gonna
Right.
bite me in the butt later when we have more foot patrol, but at least I'm not arrested on the spot.
25K.
That's true.
I'll take 25K. Oh, and before I go to bed, after talking with Rune, I'm probably gonna end up giving her 10K on top of that. Just a big old glimmer cube on top of that bounty picture.
I mean, you basically just paid for my skimmer repairs. Let's be for real. Hey, guess what? I ended up with 1,000 more glimmer than I started with this session.
Nice.
You look like you could have used it. Consider that an apology for me being an ass.
Yeah. It's all good.
Hello, ladies and gentle guardians. Unfortunately, the stream had to be cut short due to a technical difficulty. However, we hope you enjoyed. And if you did, make sure you hit follow, turn on notifications, follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads, and join our Discord. Thank you.